Hello everybody, and welcome. We're on the beach, taking a chill, but I have something sick to show you. It's a big Excision sustain bass. I've made a bass like this in the past, but to tell you the truth, it's gotten bigger, better. Let's go ahead and check it out. Woo! It's 3 layers, and we have basically a mono low layer, a tonal layer, and then a stereo layer. We combine all 3 to make this. And then when we combine it with the sub, super heavy, super high energy. If we check the master, we're coming in very loud. About -2 LUFS. We're going in. So basically, we want to have 3 layers that are doing one that's mono. This one's like controlling the middle. The other one has a lot of tonality to it. And then the other one is really focused on being super stereo with the hybrid reverb, as well as some of the effects here. So we're going to go ahead and check it out so we can make all these patches, and then you can combine the patches to actually make your sound. If you want the full project, this will be in the Patreon as well. If you want to get some drums and the project right away, if you need to. Otherwise, watch how these patches are made here. So the processing on this is the Easy Clean Rack, the Ray Volpe Special, Reduce Ambience, OTT Camel Crusher combo. There's a little bit of saturation here. The imager is just seeing how wide it is. We'll open up this patch here. So this is just going to be the sub on saw, octave -1. We're going to make this LFO, put it on 1/4 rate on envelope, and put the LFO on the level of the sub, go all the way up. Keep in mind we are playing a E1 note for this. So the mono low is E1, the drip tonal is E0, and the higher stereo is E1. So those are the notes we're playing. We're going back to the mono low. We have some noise, J106 chorus, turn the level up, put the LFO on it, turn the level all the way down, and then the LFO will go up 58. We're going to turn on oscillator A, -1. This is just a default, turn random all the way down. Wavetable position all the way down, FM from B is at 51%. Levels all the way down, then put the LFO on the level, going all the way up at 100. So the LFO controls oscillator A. You can turn on oscillator B. We're going to do basically the same thing here, except +1 on the same default. We're going to turn sync on as well. Sync will be put on 1.29. And then the wavetable positions all the way down, as well as the random. Filters on, high notch 12, cutoffs at 140, frequencies at 59. The LFO will go on the cutoff, going up 16. And the LFO will go on the frequency going down 25. This will add a lot of movement. No movement, movement. Very helpful. FM from B is making it, just listen. Really getting that dubsteppy sound. So FM from B is doing some amazing things. I did put this macro on the pitch right here on the sync, so I can control the pitch right here if I want to go up. I like this range of pitch, then you can control that as well. I want it to go higher in pitch, for example. So like for later on in your song, you can turn that up to make the pitch go higher. In the effects, you got hyper dimension, dimensions all the way down, hypers on 18%, distortions on tube, drives at 72%, phaser, rates all the way down, depths at 84, frequencies at 57, feeds at 80, mixes at 33. EQ, we're going to turn on the low cut, and then we're going to turn on the high shelf. High shelf frequencies at 2041. Q's at 60. Low cut is at 25. We're going to add the LFO to this freak knob on the low cut on the EQ and make it go up 30 so that it moves even more, adding more movement. Q is up 60%. Compressor's making it loud. Obviously, multiband gains up 5.7. Threshold is down, -12. Multiband's turned on. Put on the all passes filter. Like this is before the filter. The filter's doing heavy work. All passes, cutoffs at 79, resonance 85, drives 21. That's like the basis of the sound. Is a very nice. Then we have to add sustains to support it. This is an older sustain that I made in a how-to excision based video. This is the original sustain. Now we're basically layering it with two others to make it the good gracious sustain. This one's really cool. So with this tonal sustain, you're starting with Monster 6 on oscillator A, spectral, basic shapes, turn on FM from B, that's going up 29%. The level is at 75% on both of the oscillators. The LFO is not going on the level, but we're putting the LFO on other things. So first, turn on the sub, do this sine wave, second one to the, or just move to the right one, turn the LFO on the level, go all the way up on the sub. FM from B is at 29, but the LFO will go on FM from B and go down -4. The sync is all the way down, but we're going to turn on the LFO on the sync to make it rise in pitch as the LFO moves. Check this. This is going up 78. If I move this, you can listen to the difference. Basically different pitches. You can move this to your taste. Then the filter cutoffs all the way up, but the LFO is going on the cutoff, going all the way down, -100. Frequency's at 77, put the LFO on the frequency, then go down -37. This is adding movement. Resonance is at 10%. FX, distortion, diode 2, drives all the way down. LFO is on this drive. It's distorted as it moves up. Compressor's multiband, threshold is turned down, -8. Reverb is on. LFO is on the reverb mix. It's going up 29 while the mix is all the way down. Decay is short at 2.3. Size is all the way down on Hall. Reverb is at 23. We're using the filter and we're using the reverb filter. This is going to be cut off at 23. LFO is going up 2. Very slight movement. This is very sensitive knob. Be careful with this cutoff knob on reverb. Resonance is at 28%. And that's it. That's how we make this tonal. So now we combine the tonal with the original. So that sounded really nice, but everything's really in the middle and a little bit to the sides, but we really need something to go all the way to the sides. And that's what this layer is for. Keep in mind the drip tonal, same exact, actually no, we have a different loud rack here. So we have a glue compressor, saturator, this OTT on these settings, EQ8, cutting, lows at 84, JST clip, hybrid reverb for reverb, 13%. Big reverb on that one. 20 seconds of decay. Didn't even care about that one. You can mess with the decay as needed. And then another EQ8 just cutting the lows at 70. That's post-processing. Now, stereo. So for the stereo, we open up the serum. We're going to go look at the patch. And if you see, it's the same exact patch as mono low. Right? We're using the same patch, but we're going to be doing different processing. So what we're doing here is we're going to have the same rack, easy clean, Ray Volpe special, saturator, ozone imager, and then this is the stereo rack. So this has a free plugin, Acon Digital Multiply. And this makes it really wide. And we're doing it in parallel. You listen. That's really wide. We have two signals playing at the same time, two stereo signals. Stacking those two together to make a super stereo signal, and you can see with the imager here how wide it is. So this one's completely filling out, no mono, and then we add the mono layers. And that's how we do it. That's how we make a big sustain. If you look on the group, we do have a JST clip. Just make sure it's clipping at 0 so we're not messing up anyone's ears, and then we're good to go. Get your sub, have that sub match an E note, E0. This is the Dripment sub that's in my Patreon. I make it all the time, but you can use any sub. And then of course make a call. Yes, that's how we do it. We get it done. Big sustain basses, lots of things to learn about layering and just making your things loud and fat. We're at -2 LUFS. We're getting our ears blown out, but that's okay because we're having fun. Hope you guys enjoy this. Have a good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And keep it real, man. Later.
Look at my face. What have I gonna